I finally got my limited edition 4K Child's Play Trilogy bundle in the mail from Scream Factory. Now this set includes a ton of stuff, so let's take a closer look. First up is the Enamel Pin Set from Gutter Garbs. This is limited to just 5,000 units and comes in a thick cardboard keepsake box. We've got 5 pins here, and all 3 films included in this bundle are represented, with the background image being the poster from Child's Play 2. Very cool. We've got 3 Child's Play postcards with some fun images of Chucky. Also included is 5 18 by 24 inch rolled posters. 3 of them are replicas of the original poster art. And 2 of them are newly designed art for Child's Play 2 and 3 from artist Devin Whitehead. I really love this new art, which perfectly represents each sequel. Just beautiful. Now, my bundle also includes a 5.5 inch tall burned Chucky figure from NECA, but sadly, it's been delayed until the end of the year, so I'll have to show it off at a later date. Now, onto the films themselves. Each movie has a cardboard slipcover. Reversible art is included on the first film, but not on the sequels. Now, Child's Play 2 and 3 also include separate slipcovers with that new poster art, so you're able to choose which ones you want to use. The first Child's Play is a 3-disc set with a 4K copy of the film, a Blu-ray copy, and a 3rd disc with special features. The original Child's Play is my favorite film in the series. I love the cast, Tom Holland's direction, and Joe Renzetti's score. Now, of course, Brad Dourif as Charles Lee Ray and the voice of Chucky really steals the show. Honestly, he's just as important in this franchise as Robert Englund is to the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Scream has included a new 4K scan for the original camera negative. The results are fantastic, and this is the best the film will ever look. Also new to this release is a Dolby Atmos track, and with my new sound system, this thing sounds awesome. I really love these Dolby Atmos tracks, and I'm really starting to get kinda spoiled by them now. All the special features from the previous Scream Factory Blu-ray release has been ported over. Everything. All this stuff is included on disc 3 and includes multiple featurettes and promotional material. 4 audio commentaries have also been ported over from the previous release. New to this release, and included on the Blu-ray copy, disc 2, are 5 new cast and crew interviews. We've got writer Don Mancini, Alex Vincent, Chris Sarandon, producer David Kirshner, and production manager Robert Brown. These interviews are fascinating, and man, director Tom Holland comes off pretty bad here. The stories about his temper are just insane. Wow. Up next is Child's Play 2. This one is a fan favorite, and is probably considered the best film in the series. And for good reason, except for one very big issue I had. I really hate that Andy's mother has been institutionalized. I get that they wanted to go in a different direction with this film, but it just really sucks that her character's been locked away. And what happened with Mike? Did he just turn his back on her or disappear or something? Now apparently the original script opened with a courtroom sequence that explained everything, but of course it wasn't used. Now I understand not using that, and we can fill in all the missing pieces ourselves, but I was still disappointed. Now outside of that, this is one hell of a movie. It's beautifully directed by John LaFia, and on a technical level, it's superior to the first film. The practical Chucky effects are flawless. The cast is once again fantastic, and Kyle, who I knew at the time from Beverly Hills 90210, is a great addition. This sequel is iconic and really solidified Chucky as the slasher icon that he is today. Once again, Scream Factory created a new 4K scan from the original camera negative, and the results are breathtaking. The bright, fun colors really leap off the screen, and this picture quality is far superior to the previous Blu-ray and DVD releases. We also get another Dolby Atmos track, and it really brings the movie to life. Just the opening rainstorm alone makes it worth experiencing this with Dolby Atmos compatible equipment. Scream has included a nice collection of special features. We get a commentary track with the director, trailers, deleted scenes, and 6 brand new interviews. Once again, we've got Don Mancini and Alex Vincent, but also Christina Leese, Beth Grant, and 2 producer interviews. Again, they include lots of great information, including memories of director John LaFia. Unfortunately, he committed suicide in 2020. Just so awful and sad. And finally, we've got Child's Play 3. Now this one used to be pretty hated back in the day, but its reputation has thankfully improved over the years. I personally love this film. Justin Whalen does a great job as a grown-up Andy Barclay. I love the military academy setting, and Chucky is as great as ever. Now apparently, the movie was rushed into production after the success of Part 2, but it doesn't come off as rushed to me. I do admit that the film is a bit flat at times on a technical level, especially coming off of the stylish Part 2. Apparently, Child's Play 3 director Jack Bender is more known for TV, and it shows. But I still love this movie. And honestly, I think this is the last truly great Chucky movie. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Bride of Chucky and the ones that came after, but to me, Bride is the start of the downfall of the franchise, which continues to this day. Look, Don Mancini seems like a great guy, and he is absolutely adored by the cast and crew in this franchise. He's been involved in every Chucky film from the start, and he's basically been allowed total creative control of the franchise now. But I honestly feel the series just got too comedic and too crazy, at least for my taste. I prefer the tone and style of the first 3 films over everything that came after. Even the Chucky TV series, which has been getting some great reviews, I just couldn't get into. Maybe I'll give it another chance one of these days. We'll see. Once again, Scream Factory has given us a new 4K scan of the original camera negative and a Dolby Atmos track. And I know I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but the movie looks and sounds great. I will say, it can be a bit grainy at times during the nighttime scenes. It's not quite as eye-opening a transfer as Part 2, but it still looks fantastic. Scream Factory has loaded up this release with some nice special features. We've got 2 commentary tracks, one with director Jack Bender and the other with producer Robert Brown. There's deleted scenes, trailers, and 7 brand new interviews, with Don Mancini, Perry Reeves, Michael Chieffo, effects guy Craig Reardon, producers David Kirshner and Robert Brown, and production manager Richard Sawyer. Once again, the interviews are fantastic and very candid. Don Mancini is very hard on the film and mentions that this one is the one that fans like the least. Really? That's definitely not how I feel. Overall, this is a fantastic set from Scream Factory. The movies look and sound as good as they ever will, and the special features are top-notch. Now, the big fancy bundle is sold out now, but there are some other bundle options available, and I definitely recommend picking up these releases. On a very quick note, there's been some controversy with some copies of this having some oily residue on the discs or even in the disc cases. Now, my discs were perfectly pristine with no issues whatsoever, but a few of the cases did have a little bit of oily residue. But honestly, it's not a big deal, and it has to do with the manufacturing of the plastic Blu-ray cases. And it really has been blown out of proportion online with some reviewers. So yeah, don't worry about that. It's not a problem.